Okay guys, let's get this done. We're talking about critical reading as a form of reasoning.
Sounds so intense. What's the goal here?
Now, realize that critical reading is a form of reasoning.
Distinguish factual from opinionated statements and construct a paragraph with facts, arguments, and reasons.
So basically, we have to think while we read. Isn't that just reading?
Not really. Reading is just understanding words, while critical reading means analyzing, questioning, and forming your own opinion.
Yeah, it's about identifying biases, summarizing ideas, and figuring out what the text actually means.
It's like, instead of just reading, the sky is blue. You ask, why is the sky blue?
Okay, so now let's talk about facts versus opinion. A fact can be proven like this. According to the 2020 census, the US population is over 300 million.
But an opinion is personal. Like for me, I prefer more meanings rather than actual meanings. So basically, opinion needs to be backed up with facts before they are considered valid.
Alright, next is different types of reasoning. First is inference. Inference is a drawing conclusion from evidence. For example, my friend is a great musician, so I'm pretty sure he would learn guitar too. Second is generalization. Generalization is used to specific example to form a broad conclusion. For example, all dogs I've met are friendly. Therefore, all dogs are friendly. Third is analogy. Analogy is used to compare two things to explain a concept. Example, a cell is like a vacuum. Lastly is cause and effect. Cause and effect is understanding how one thing leads to another. For example, a warm air meets cold air, it rains.
Like how some philosophers say, there are two meanings in language: descriptive and evaluative. Descriptive is just giving facts, as in, this strawberry is sweet, while evaluative is just giving opinions, as in, this strawberry is sweet.
Descriptive meaning contributes to a bare presentation of facts, as in the claim, "This strawberry is sweet." Evaluate meaning functions in a different way by offering an assessment, as in the claim, "This strawberry is good." The descriptive meaning of a statement can be determined by its truth conditions, while the evaluative meaning cannot. This is because the descriptive meaning is constant, while the evaluative meaning varies with the reactions of those using the expression. Ramarao in 2010 further expressed that evaluate statements cover three components of the attitudes. We have cognitive, affective, and behavioral components of an attitude. Cognitive components involve the beliefs, opinions, knowledge, and information held by a person. Affective components involve the emotional or feeling segment of an attitude. Behavioral components involve an intention to behave in a certain way towards someone or something. Reading is not comprehensive without having evaluated certain statements therein. This time, the reader is able to transform statements to judgments based on their knowledge, attitude, and behavior. The following will help you formulate evaluative statements. First, examine the entire text. Scan the part you find significant. Jot down notes or reasons what made it significant. Second, trace reliable evidence to support your views and feelings. Third, have a copy of the strengths and weaknesses. Once organized, countercheck the statements. Fourth, evaluate whether or not your output covers the essential elements and is worthy for sharing with the other readers. Fifth, look back and reflect on the activity you have just accomplished.
statement expressing a belief. It doesn't always need evidence but should be backed up when necessary.
The first type of assertion is basic assertion. Basic assertion is a statement used to make a declaration or to express a strong belief on a particular topic, often without evidence. Example, the Philippines has an advanced civilization before the colonization of Spain. Form and branches of government, social structure, and the existence of Asian writing are some evidence that proves that the advancement of the pre-colonial period. The first sentence considered as the basic assertion, and the second statement contains the evidence and the supports of the assertion. Second, we have a sympathetic assertion. Emphatic assertion is a statement used to express empathy or on how person understand the feeling and emotion of the literary author. This can be used on writing a formal or informal paper. It is usually composed of two parts. The first part is the statement that recognizes the situation or even the feeling of the characters on the text being read. The second statement used where the writer states his hand about the situation. Example, I know that the Philippines before Spaniard colonization has their system of writing called the baybayin. This alone proves that the Filipinos are literate as opposed to the Spaniard claim. The first part recognizes the situation based on the text being read. The second part contains the writer's stance on the situation presented.
The common types of assertions. Number 1. Fact. It is a statement that can be proven objectively by direct experience, testimonies, witnesses, verified observations, or the results of research. For example, the Sampaguita's roots are used for medical purposes, such as an anesthetic and a sedative. 2. Conventions. It is a way of which something is done similar to traditions and norms. Conventions depends on historical precedent, laws, rules, usage, and customs. For example, the Sampaguita belongs to the genus Jasminum of the family Oleaceae. Number 3. Opinion. It is based on facts but is difficult to objectively verify because of an uncertainty producing satisfactory proof of soundness. For example, the popularity of Sampaguita flowers is the most evident in places of worship. Number 4. Preference. It is based on personal choice, therefore, they are subjective and cannot be objectively proved, logically attacked. For example, Sampaguitas are the most beautiful and most fragrant of all flowers.
Okay, last part. What makes the argument strong?
Claim. It is the main argument. Example, school uniforms improve students' behavior. Counterclaim. The opposite of the claim. Example, uniforms stifle individuality. Reason why the claim is valid. Example, a uniform environment leads to a better concentration. Evidence, facts that supports the claim. Example, studies shows uniforms reduce distractions.
So to win an argument, you need a solid claim, anticipate counterclaim, and support your stance with facts.
That was a lot, but hey, at least we get through it.
And now we know how to be smarter, not just read.
And critical reading serves as read evidence.